All right, sorry about that delay, Shoot Serum Nation. Sorry about that. Boston just tied the game up with a three-pointer from the corner. So Boston, Indiana is tied right now. And I think Indiana has 3 seconds left in the ball. They blew it. They choked at the end, Indy. Well, they both choked. So welcome, everybody. I'm tired. I did that 3 mile walk earlier. I did a 2 mile walk earlier. Hopefully we could get my man in here and see how he's feeling. Old man's getting a little long in the tooth, but oh well. So well, grab some hot chocolate or coffee or something. Come hang out. I appreciate my numbers are going good and things like that. So everything's cool. Everything's cool. So I just wanted to stress something a little bit. Like you got channels out there and they bebop around, and it's like they think their stories are legitimate more than the mobster stories. If they can't Google something or search something out, and if they don't know a guy's name or they don't know this or that, there was tens of thousands of associates and people with the mobs in New York. They're not all on record with public at public places. It's this kind of stuff is common sense. Well, we looked up this, a guy called One Guy Show, and he says, well, I didn't see you had a record or anything. And it was so rude. It was so rude what this knucklehead did to this other guy. So rude. Like, he's the chairman of the board. And, oh, thanks for the update. You know what's on my mind. Remy Sky, how you feeling, man? So it's like, what kind of cayunes and audacity does a armchair hack telling these guys that, well, I didn't hear about you. I asked Tony No Nos, and he said he didn't hear about you. And then what do you? And then you hang your head on that, and then he tries to discredit people in case he didn't see them in his Google search. Come on, man, you got to do better than that. The real mob, the mob history has to come from the mobster's mouth. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the mafia history has to be wrote by the mobsters. Otherwise, it's compromised. This is very simple stuff to comprehend. Very simple stuff to comprehend. The motivations and why they do that, that's their business. I'm not going to get hung up on roly-poly dudes. That's just their business. But this is very simple stuff. There's guys in families with other families that don't know who is who within. Even within those fraternities, they might not know certain people. There's hundreds of guys running all over the place, and then thousands in other areas. So if information gatherers, is all I can call them right now, is compromised information gatherers, doesn't see them or looks up their arrest history and all that, it's like, oh no, you're nobody. He had a guy on there, Nick R. He's like telling him, he's trying to shame the guy. He wouldn't let the guy stick up for himself because he said, I couldn't find you. All I found was a juvenile record. Oh, wow. The poor guy's got some serious issues, Ivan. Jealous. But thank you for calling my show out because my numbers went up. They could look at a real colorful guy that has a brain and likes to rock and roll. I do exercise. That's a plus. I do exercise. Wow. What a concept that is. I do exercise at 60. A 2 mile walk yesterday and a 3 mile walk today. The hardest working YouTuber out there. Yeah. These people want to get up there and dictate from an armchair what the whole history was on the mob based on whatever information they gathered. It's Bush League. I mean, is this guy like a cult leader that has people hypnotized? I got thinkers here. I like my community. Thinkers. You don't really have to think that much to look at that gibberish. But that's all right. Let him do what he does. You're watching the gold here. I don't even know if the guy merits getting on the podium. Got to pay for guests to go to sleep at night. I wish I was a gangster. I don't want to be a gangster. I don't want to be a gangster. That's all. I don't want to be a gangster. That's all. So, oh well, we'll just see what happens. Just gossip and things and getting texts from whatever. Wow, people are nuts. These viewers and stuff, they follow the leader and they follow along like the sheep to the slaughter. Master. Who can give you better stories than somebody that was around the mob? Hello.
Hey, Joe.
What's going on, friend?
Hi, how you doing?
I don't know, man. Are you taking meds now?
Huh?
Are you taking medicine?
Yeah, I'm taking medicine. Several medicines, yeah.
Well, hang in there. I'm trying to watch my health these days. I walked 2 miles yesterday and I walked 3 miles today, but I smoke a lot, but I'm trying to quit. You know.
Really?
Yeah. You all right?
I'm still smoking.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Well, if you're feeling better, just try to get better, And I don't know what to say. I don't know.
I did get the MoneyGram this morning.
Oh,
I texted you though, I think. I texted you, I got it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. My pleasure. My pleasure. No problem.
Thank you, yeah.
No problem. No problem. I don't want to get wishy-washy and everything, but my feelings about whatever. Let's talk about, I don't know. What about what about I was watching The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Now this is crazy. But I think Tuco asked Blondie, he said, what about your parents? What about your parents? What about your parents? Where were they from? Maybe you told me a million.
My parents, my grandparents, both sides of my grandparents were from Sicily. And so my parents were born, my father was born in Brooklyn, and my mother was born in Rochester.
Okay.
And she met my father, I think, I don't know if she was living with her aunt in Brooklyn, but she met my father in Brooklyn, and then they got divorced, they got married.
Uh-huh.
They had my sister, and then me.
Okay.
And they got divorced. I think I was 2 or 3 years old.
No brothers?
My father was nuts.
Oh, yeah. Join the club.
Nuts.
Join the club.
Nuts. And so I moved to Rochester with my mother. We lived on We lived on Lorenzo, off of J in Rochester.
Off of J?
Yeah.
Lorenzo
Yeah.
and J?
I think that was the intersect. Yeah.
I know where
Lorenzo
J
was-
is. I know where J
I
is.
think Lorenzo ran either parallel or across perpendicular to J. And then my father, he stayed in Brooklyn, Greenpoint.
Green.
And he had a place
Oh.
with his mother. He lived with his mother.
Oh.
And they were on Lynch in Greenpoint.
What? Oh, was Sam from Sicily? The old man?
Sam he wasn't. His parents were.
Oh.
He wasn't.
I'm Sicilian.
You're Siciliano?
Yeah, whatever. But, yeah, I was just curious because I don't know if we talked about that a million years ago, but I was just always wondering, who's what, but it was just didn't have time to talk about. There was all just gambling and whatever was going on, but that's very interesting that, that's you only had one sibling?
Yeah, she died.
Oh.
She died young.
Oh, wow.
Young. I think I was born in. She was born. Let's see, 19.
Well, geez, that had to be.
I think 46. She was born in 46.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was born in 48.
Oh, holy cow!
She was born in 46. Yeah.
Yeah. You got me by.
My parents were born in 1922 and 1924. My father was 1924.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just trying to catch up on things. Yeah. I don't know. Well.
Yeah. Dysfunctional families,
Well, yeah. I mean, the fathers were nuts. I mean, the fathers were just completely nuts. My mom had to leave my father. My mom had to raise us on her own. My father.
Yeah, that's what happened to my situation. And when my mother moved out, we stayed with her, and then I was 12, 13 years old. I was going wild, and then I left. One summer, I was up with my father in Brooklyn, and then after that summer, I stayed down there.
Oh.
And I went to high school and everything in Brooklyn. Yeah, so.
Did you like playing football, playing basketball? We tried playing a couple times. You seemed like you were athletic when we were screwing around.
Nah, I was never at school. There was nothing.
Just street sports?
Yeah, I mean, neighborhood stuff. I mean, everybody was in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the smokers, they were in good shape, for smoking. But
yeah. I tried playing some basketball with some of the other guys running around, but man, they were fouling me and hacking me every play. And it was like, I can't play hard defense on them because, geez, it's like so I didn't want to play after that, I mean, so what are you going to do? Yeah.
Now at our age, we're not playing any sports. I mean,
no.
I go to the yard. I just walk. I walk around.
I walked 3 miles today. I walked 3 miles. Yesterday I walked 2. I walked, yeah. So got to try to get some kind of health awareness. Smoking cigarettes and all that, it's no good. Got to get longevity. Walking's good. Walking's real good.
Yeah, I gotta try to stay in a little shape so I can at least get out and move around.
Yeah. Yeah. What about Boston and Indiana? They're going into overtime right now, in the basketball.
Really? No, I'm not following that, Joe.
All right. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it's is it what time is there like a bedtime or something, or like is there lights out, or you just got a little leniency,
Yeah,
or
I'm in the cell now, but the
Mhm.
guards, there's no guard out here.
Oh,
So
they leave you alone a little bit?
some nights, yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I talked to a couple of your buddies and stuff, and I don't know. There ain't much to say. I don't know. It's been a lot of years that passed by, and guys are still aggressive at older ages, and I'm just not with that anymore. I try to just be a free spirit, and got a little maturity and a little wisdom, but I, I don't know, man. Some tough old men out there.
You got to stay tough, Joe,
Oh,
because if you don't,
yeah,
in here you'll get eaten alive.
yeah, yeah. I understand.
This is a dangerous place.
Yeah. Does anybody got your back, or like you got an alliance with anybody, or they just? I mean, who wants to? I mean, you're not in good health. I mean, what the heck? Somebody gonna? I don't know. Maybe that's just stupid.
I mean, yeah, you have respect,
Oh yeah.
but the Italian guys aren't really with anybody. They're with the Italians,
Okay.
and the other guys. I mean, they pretty much leave us guys, older guys, alone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, what's that all about, anyways? They're gonna pick on you or something, or I don't know. They don't make no sense. I mean, it don't matter about age or not. I mean, there's still people in the streets that, I mean, I don't even, well, whatever. I mean, you know, there's still, you all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh,
Yeah, just I'm dozing off here a little bit. It's late night here.
oh,
Dark.
well, that's cool, man. I just glad, just keep in touch, reminisce, just keep up to date. I appreciate everything that, you helped me out years ago too. I wasn't the smartest guy I thought I was, but I enjoyed that. You were good to me back then. You were good, and I know I got on your nerves, but at the end, you really were generous with me. You know, you
I
were.
mean, Joe, the whole situation was you were in very deep, and you didn't even know it.
Yeah, I know. I know. I just, it was new to me. I mean, it was just foreign to me. I mean, I don't want to be a made guy and all that. I was educated, and I thought certain people had my back and everything. I know I got in trouble with you, and but even after that, we still had fun at the racetrack and everything.
Yeah, I mean that's separate. I mean that's just passing the time
Yeah,
at the racetrack, farting around, doing just betting, getting your mind off day to day
yeah,
stuff was dangerous,
yeah,
dangerous time.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Just therapy to get away, decompress, go eat, watch some races, and yeah. I mean, out of everybody, I felt closer. Well, there's a couple other guys that I did that too, but they were really folk. They were just, I don't know. I mean, I felt more safer with you, even though I did the worst thing as far as you were concerned. But I still felt, it sounds crazy, but I still felt safer with you, even though I did the ultimate disrespect on you. But forgive me, whatever. But I still felt safer with you.
You really weren't safe with anybody, Joe. There, the only thing that kept you safe was your godfather and the fact that Sam had all these guys under wraps because he was the money. So Sam wanted you safe Guys wanted their money, so they left you alone.
Yeah.
Sam gave all those guys money.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Well, then afterwards,
they left you alone. They wanted you gone. I told you this before. They wanted you gone. You were nothing but a problem for all those guys.
Yeah, well, that's why the old man told me, don't give anybody rides. That's it. Enough's enough. And then my godfather said, that is it. That's it. And I, stupid me.
They were hoping you made a mistake and they could take those packages.
Oh, yeah.
You're running up there.
That's one thing. Yeah, they're trying to hijack an ambush. And that's when I got mad and made that mistake, hollering at Sam. And then, yeah, it was terrible, terrible. Why did I do all that? I shouldn't even been around. I should have just went out and got a regular job somewhere. Easy monies, boy. There ain't no such thing as easy money.
Not there.
No.
You're going to pay with your life. That's how you're going to pay.
Well, yeah. You could be street smart. You could think you're street smart and everything else. It ain't going to help. I thought I was so naive. I mean, I was just naive. And it broke my heart to even tell me, like, geez, I thought we're friends, but now you tell, no, we weren't, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of wishy-washy, but I don't know.
Well, Joe, I'm going to get some shut eye here. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Call me in the morning or text me in the morning.
All right, man. Stay in good health and God bless you.
Okay, Joe. Bye.
All right. Well, get some rest and get some sleep and all of that stuff. Thank you, folks, for coming in here and watching. The guy didn't rat. He took it on the chin, and I will always have mixed emotions on that because the guys he didn't ratted on him. I mean, geez, he lost all them years with his family. That's just terrible. I don't know. It's the rules and all of that. And I don't know, but I appreciate you folks coming in here and everything else. Yeah, it's who would want to be a gangster? I mean, no, it ain't the right way. You end up, you try to take the oath and then you try to do the right thing. And then you're stuck. Mm-hmm. You're stuck. You sacrifice your family for that family, and what do? They rat. They rat. He sacrificed his family for his crew and his other people, and a man takes responsibility for his own actions, regardless of what others do. Yeah, if it was just nobody ratted, it would be all right. Just nobody rats. Just follow the freaking code. The code fell apart. They were handing out those life sentences and 20-year sentences like it was nothing. And then the people said, well, let me look. The Mafia family, 20 years in prison. Well, or my real family. Well, they said, I'll take my real family and forget about the mob family and forget about going to prison to do 12 to 10, 12 to 15 or whatever bids. It's terrible. And then, but then again, you must understand when that happens. Now, back in that era, now they know. Now, if the rats ratted on him and he went to do time, so there's a bullseye on those two rats. I don't know what happened to them after that, but it is known in the record and in the proceedings that a couple of guys ratted, so they go off into hiding. witness protection and all that. Some of them don't go away to Idaho and all that, whatever. Some of them don't. You can only speculate on what happens. Sometimes I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing, folks. I'm guessing that sometimes these rats get this witness protection and things, and sometimes that's not enough to protect them. Maybe that can happen. Maybe that could happen. You know, if you're in continental America, after you rat, then there might come a time when the government doesn't even want to protect you in witness protection and say there's no more checks, there's no more hidden identity. You're on your own. All these things go on in the background that you don't see. You don't see. You can't get that you can't get it from pundits and reporters and off a TV documentary or so-called experts. You can't see that. The mafia knows the history. The mafia knows its own history more than reporters do, more than the FBI does. The mafia knows its own history more than armchair quarterbacks. You got people on social media that can't tie their shoes straight, and they're trying to question gangsters that come on their shows. That's social media, I guess. That's social media. They try to control dialogue on their thing. They try to control it. If the guy wants to make a point, the knucklehead will overtalk him because the knucklehead just wants to be the chairman of the mob for whatever psychological reasons. He wants to be the authority on it. A reporter that has a following. And if there's a guest or anybody else that has something different to say about it, how dare you say that? I'm the king of all knowledge on the mob, but I never been around a gangster. So that don't make any sense. And his followers are like, yay, you're right. Yay, he's right. Well, there's a lot of room on YouTube for everybody under the sun. That's obvious. There's a lot of room on YouTube, so everybody can have their own camps, and that's cool. Do what you do. Run what you run over there. You do what you do. That's all. So yeah. True stories come from the mob guys. Okay. You get it from the horse's mouth. Not, let me look this up. Oh, no. He's wrong. Oh, no. The trio, this said this said that. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. You know, to try to overshadow fact from the source, right from the horse's mouth, and then to stand on that compromised information. And believe me, the government compromised a lot of information. You understand there was government informants in the mob for years and years and years. Higher rank people in the mob so they manipulated the narrative. But you got these super Googlers. Oh, look at that. Well, no, that must be wrong. Oh, look at this, look at that. The feds manipulate stuff. And the true juice you can only get from a mobster. You can't get it from reporters. Holy cow. How is that so hard to understand? How is that how can anybody with half of a thinking apparatus not understand that? People have power things in their head, and they have to be right all the time. They got people in their comments, and they're tearing them apart, and they're deleting, and because somebody's trying to maybe come up with a valid point, and the guy's smothering them. A guest comes on, he's smothering them if they have a valid point, or if they got a paid guest. Of course, the guest is going to take the money and say, "Yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want." Of course, pay me. I'll tell you whatever you want. You could MF me, whatever you want. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just pay me that money. That's all. So let's look at things. If you got eyes to see, then see. If you got ears to hear, then hear. Okay? The Bible, including Jesus himself, warns against swearing oaths because you are bound to your oath in the spiritual realm. So if you break the oath in this life, you'll pay the price in the next. Yup. City church, baby. City church. Yup. Yeah, them guys are cursing themselves. Cursing themselves. They got all these shows with all the cooperators and all that. What? They don't want to hear about people that didn't rat? What are they? What are they? They can't get content like that? They can't get it, so they sit back and go, oh dear, the truth serum, the truth serum. Oh geez, I'm a little channel with 1,000 subscribers. Oh, look at everybody, the truth serum. Oh gosh. Go get a gangster from prison. Go get a gangster from prison and put him on there. You can't, because you don't know anybody. Nobody would do that to just a reporter. Just a reporter, no clout. In the real world, there's a real world out there, folks. It's not just all YouTube world. That's all. There's a real world out there. They don't want to accept something that goes against their mix because they're power freaks and they just want to be like, oh, if I don't believe it, then nobody else out there should believe it. Coming from a non-gangster. You don't qualify. These people don't even qualify. So that's that. Boston won in overtime, huh? Wow. Indy had that game. They had that game at the end. Wow. So I appreciate you folks coming in. Been a long day. I don't know if I'm going to go. I might just walk a mile tomorrow, you know? Yeah. The New York Jets, how you doing, man? These guys are all fringe players that watch too many movies that figure they could start a channel and make a quick buck. New York Jets. Exactly. Exactly. Even the documentary, you know, they look at Sopranos and go, oh, yeah. Geez, you know, they have a picture of mob movies in the background and all that. God bless them. God bless them. If it doesn't match a movie or if it doesn't match Google, then discount it. Oh, really? Just, you know. But so those mob guys that go out on and try to talk about stuff, oh, well, that don't count. Well, really? If they can't look up a guy's name on YouTube, then he didn't exist. There were thousands and thousands and thousands of gangsters running around New York City. If some hack can't Google a name and find his name, that means he didn't exist. What? What? Look! What is that? A fourth grader could understand this stuff. A fourth grader. All compromised, very weak, questionable information that these information systems put into Google. It's compromised at so many different levels. And so if somebody can't find something, oh, geez, oh, no, that guy didn't exist, or this didn't happen because the reporter couldn't find him out of thousands and thousands and thousands of gangsters and wise guys and made men running around New York. Oh, well, I looked up the roster for the Colombo family and somebody's name was in there. There were people that held different ranks that didn't really have the power of that rank. Newsflash. Well, there was the captain and the capo and the underboss and all this and that. There could have been a lower guy that was labeled something that you thought would have less assumed power, but he could have been a shot caller. But because because the FBI and everything was wired, they were making it look like certain shot callers were this person and other people weren't. Because sometimes them captains and they didn't want the FBI to know that they they were holding that power. So there was a lot of, you can't look that up on Google. You can't Google that. That's the mafia history. It was supposed to be a secret fraternity once upon a time, ladies and gentlemen, a secret fraternity. So forget about Google. You don't think these guys were sharp enough to, try to dodge, Google the hierarchy of the Gambino family or Lucchese. Google, the hierarchy. That could be different. Okay, maybe the head boss, even the bosses, even the boss sometimes could have just been a figurehead. It's happened. So you can't Google that and discount the real mobsters that know their own story. The mafia mobsters, they know their own story. Yeah. They know their own story. So reporters or pundits or hacks or anything else like that is meaningless. But boy, they hang their head on that stuff. Yeah, tens of thousands of soldiers all over the country, especially back in the day. That might not even be on Google. But the minute someone stepped out of line, they all had to do was push a button. Yeah. That's what you get on MobTube. You get these pundits and hacks, and it's understandable. I don't want to wish any ill will on anybody because I got a great show. I got great people. My numbers are going up. I'm doing my thing. These guys go on and do whatever they do. Whatever they can get, they can get. You got a mosquito bite. That's all. That's all. But I'm trying to communicate very simple, logical stuff that a sixth grader can comprehend. But if it doesn't follow power control freaks and megalomaniacs or anybody else out there, if it doesn't follow that, or they're jealous about something, then oh gosh, no, let's talk smack about this guy if it doesn't follow this or that. I want to be the end all of the inside secrets of the mob. Sorry, Herb, you can't. You can't. Not yesterday, not today, and not tomorrow. You never can be that person. That's all. I'm sorry. Don't lose sleep over it. Just try to run your videos. Anybody out there, whoever's got channels, run your videos. Do a halfway good presentation of it, and hang your head on that. Hang your hat on the production of it. That's all. Hang your hat on that. So, hey, Jimbo, Ivan Lord, New York Jets. All right. Michael Candinas, Arian Brossman, Constantino, hey. Jimbo Slice. I got a great community in here. No trollers? Jeez. Big Yen, how you feel? Where's the trollers? Well, all right. That's good. That's good. Steven Schwartz, how are you? Yeah, just let people do what they do. That's all right, So, yeah. Well, that was a nice shout out because I ended up getting more views and I ended up getting more subscribers. So, in social media, that's fine with me. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Deborah. So, at the end of the day, I came out pretty good. So, that's all. Yes, Big Yin. So that's it. We're going to try to keep Ange in the game. I've been covering him pretty good. I did get some support from you guys. And, you don't see that on YouTube. You don't see it. The guy that's freaking doing life because he didn't rat. All you see on YouTube are the rats. That's it. MobTube is rat tube. That's all. And then it ruffles other people's feathers because they could only get rats. Grow up. Grow up. Yeah. So well, we're gonna leave it at that. Boston won, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm gonna walk a mile tomorrow. And well, how do you feel about them platforming informants? Well, if I don't want to throw trash around. If they can build on that and they got followers, and okay, so well, it's more or less that guy's business. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I might not like these types of things, but uh, just do their thing. Do your thing. If people can't see for themselves, well, that's all there is to it. If people can't see for themselves. I can't force people to not like somebody. Yeah. I can't force somebody if they see something questionable or whatever, or they enjoy it, they can like it or dislike it. I can't force somebody to like something or dislike something. Just go do your business. I'm fine. I'm confident. I'm fine. I'm confident. That's all. And I wasn't a made guy. I don't want to be a gangster. My mother didn't raise a gangster. I don't want to be a gangster. I was around gangsters and I had to run for the hills. I'm not a gangster guy. So, my people are telling me I'm looking tired. Woo. But I tell you, I slept good. It's never too late to start from scratch, smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I've lowered that. So I'm gonna keep doing the walks around that beautiful lake, and that's good. It's good. You get, I had a big stomach, skinny legs and a big stomach. So, excuse me. So it's never too late, you know. Do it the natural way. People get liposuction and they get cosmetic stuff done. It's not good, not good health. I had a friend that did that was completely open, and I was like, that ain't. And it was a lot of complications from when they do the guts, they cut the guts, or they do the lipo. And I said, just you got to train. You can't mess with Mother Nature. You got to do it the right way. Get out there and walk. Even if you walk a quarter of a mile, get out there. So I'm good. I'm down to 201 pounds. I was up to 237. Foghorn Leghorn. Now listen to me when I talk to you, boy. Now listen to me. The New York Jets, you were 265. I started running, got down to 195, but then you put it back on. Now you're 250 again. Just got back after it myself. So just keep up the good work. I'm going to do it. Watch. If there's anybody out there, you want to go for an early walk, come hang out with me because it makes my walk go faster. It makes my walk go faster. I did a 2-mile yesterday and a 3-mile. But I do feel that I'm sleeping through the night and starting to feel that little more energetic. Even after a couple of days, your body will try. This biological instrument will try. It will try to heal itself. It will try. It will try. It will respond to it. I've always had a fast metabolism, but I get lethargic. I eat ice cream, cakes, and all this stuff that's no good. And my system's just intoxified. It's toxified. My system's toxified. So you're sweating, you're sweating and sweating and sweating, and you're replacing your cells. You're getting rid of dead cells. Yeah. Stephen Shorts, were you ever asked to be made? I could have been made and went to New York. I didn't wanna, and my godfather didn't want me. He said enough is enough, because he said I can't babysit you. I made a couple mistakes. My godfather told me I can't babysit you. It ain't gonna end good. I can't be worried about you running out all over New York, where sometimes I can't control what I say. So even if I got made, I still was a loose cannon. I was a little crazier. I was a little more aggressive, which was no good. I wasn't always that way in life. I was always a happy-go-lucky guy. But you're dealing with people that have different attitudes and different levels of aggression just than the normal people. You know what I mean? I have good stuff, good friendly times, but they got a hair trigger as far as emotions are concerned. So sooner or later, my godfather realized, he didn't have to tell me, but he was like, there ain't no way. I could have had a nice place set up. My cousin Victor was down there. He was very, very wealthy, and I could have slid in there like that, and so, but no, I was like, to escape that, that's all. It's like, if you're drowning in the ocean and you freaking survive, it's like, I ain't going back in the ocean after that. No, I'll be on the beach getting a suntan. I'm not going back into that water. So, nah. My mama didn't raise no gangster. That'd be completely disrespectful to her. No. Forget about me. My mom raised 5 children by herself. That'd be disrespectful to her. She taught us good morals and good values and certain moralistic things to instill in us. No. So, sometimes you make decisions in life and you think, well, what would mom say about this? Or what would Jesus think about this? Or what would grandma think about this? Or what would my spouse think about this? So if you can't figure it out for yourself, you know what somebody close to you would think about it. So, whoo, all right, folks. People are saying I'm tired, and you are correct. So I thank everybody for coming in here. I appreciate all the support, the numbers. I'm very happy with the numbers, and hey, let's just keep rocking on. This is social media, but you people are living real lives. You're up against real life situations, and you got to address them. There's a lot of stressors, and just be able to look at these things and be strong and confident outside of fear. Fear is a deal breaker, so let's be careful of that. So other than that, all right, be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. The world is a vampire. It wants your blood. No, put on the spiritual armor, get your thinking up, get your psychology up, get your confidence up, and go out there and do things that you might not have thought you could do. All right? So that's it, folks. Let the universe bless you. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again. Bless.